Go ahead and start it up.
We recording?
You already started up. You gotta get the jitters out.
Jitters.
You gotta get the jitters out. This one of them. This one of them ones where it's the homie, but we gotta get what we gotta. You gotta know the story behind the homie. Like this ain't just one of them ones like we just we cooling. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta know that there's real life royalty in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? And before we do that, Shannon Sharp. You hear what's going on with Buddy Head?
He trying to choke the white. I mean,
You starting already. Bro, you hear what's going on with this dude, bro?
Freaky ass nigga.
That bitch
Freaky.
Bro, she 20 years old, bro.
huh?
Huh? 19?
What?
That's even worse.
That's insane.
Come on,
That's
What we
bro.
doing,
Come on, bro. What we talking about, bro? Not only that,
What he doing?
I hear Brenda's got a baby, but Brenda's barely got a brain. A damn shame, nigga. How they spelling that? That's not our problem. That's up to Brenda's family. Well, let me show you how to fix it. Brenda's got a. Oh, you don't. All right, bro.
Brenda
He said, "Oh no 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 no." All right, Shannon, you gotta. What's up, y'all? This is man, a friend on my coach, my boy, my dog, Breon. You want to start over?
Please. What up, boy?
Blair the cut. This is Bellies of Bullshit, man. We appreciate y'all for fucking with us and rocking with us, man. This episode 143 on that dog ass.
On a pump, bitch.
It's 143?
143.
143? Okay. Yeah. So we got 143 on our belt right now, man. As you can see, man, we are live on location here at Proper Variety and Events, man. And as you see, we got the homie, we got the legend, we got one of Naptown's finest, man, Aaron Green, AG, Struggle Made Me. What's going on, big dog?
Yo, what's up, big dog?
How you living, cuz?
I'm chilling, man.
Hey, this has been a long time coming. You were supposed to come 2 years ago.
What happened?
Would you have
You
wasn't able to
All right,
come.
okay, that's probably happened.
That's what
Damn,
happened.
2 years, though?
It was
Yeah,
for
bro.
2 years, bro.
You came.
It was 2 years.
Yeah, it was you and Q. Y'all supposed to come.
I think that's when y'all first started the event you guys do.
Oh, yeah, doing
The father event.
I'm glad to be here.
And we wanted to get you guys talk to you guys about that stuff, man. And obviously it's been 2 years since then, man, and a lot's happened since then. You know what I mean? We definitely gonna tap in when it comes to that shit, man. But before we get into any of that, man, as you guys know, we start every episode the same way. AG, how's your mental going, bro?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm blessed, man. I'm taking care of some untreated trauma though.
Okay.
It seemed like when I turned 30, things got a little more difficult as it pertains to my dad, but my dad died at 36. So for me, it's like I'm kind of realizing how young 36 is.
Yeah.
Because, when you a teenager, it's like, damn, he older. But hell nah, he died young. So,
Yeah.
For me, the closer I get to 36, it kind of get a little more difficult, but I'm also breaking barriers daily.
Absolutely.
So, generational curses, breaking those daily. So I'm good, man. I'm blessed for sure.
That's what's up, man. That's good, man. My mental good as well, man. I've had a good week so far, man. I went to go see Sinners today. Crazy movie. We'll definitely tap into that a little later on. But as far as mental, bro, there's no complaints, bro. I'm straight, bro.
About the good. And just because we ask you about your mental doesn't mean you always got to talk about the bad, bro. So what's the good shit going on in your life, D-Man? Let's talk about that, please.
What's good? My body don't hurt.
There we go.
Body don't hurt right now because I took that naproxen. I took that time.
Is that for
What's pain?
for your,
Just pain, bro. It's a steroid, bro. Whenever I feel it coming on, I'll be like, oh, let me go ahead and pop one of these motherfuckers. Good for 12 hours, bro. Hey. Yeah, that's something you know about me, bro. I take these motherfucking pills. I take these motherfucking pills. Nah, for real. With my insurance, $20 a bottle. They give me about 90 days worth. But for real, dead ass. My body.
Dead ass out there.
No, I'm dead ass serious, bro. I mean, I'll be really for real. Nah, but man, other than that, bro, hey, there's no complaints, bro. Savannah's birthday is in 10 days, so we
okay, count
she'll be
down.
10, man. So it's other than that, bro.
That's
Bro,
great.
it's
That's
10.
a
She about to
blessing.
be 10, bro.
I love Savannah. Shout out to Savannah.
When you said when you just was talking about pops,
Hold on, nigga.
Oh, okay, well, because something just came in my head. How's your mental, Brian?
Thanks, brother. I'm doing pretty good, you know. A lot of life been lifing recently. You know what I mean? A lot of changes, good changes.
Like what? Talk about the good.
I'll talk about the good.
Good one.
My son's here now.
Oh, okay,
I mean?
yeah, full-time
in
pops.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Shit, bro. Just now, it's just my energy and my focus. I just refocus my whole, you know what I mean, everything now in a matter of a week. You know what I mean? So it's just like it's just go time now. Now I'm more motivated than ever. So
that's what's up.
But other than that, nigga, I'm good. Shit, you know, birds are chirping and shit. Go ahead. Let's go ahead.
But when you said mentioned how it kind of hit different now that you see how pops kind of died little at a young age.
Right.
So that's probably the same thing people feel like. That's how when I was thinking about it earlier today, Tupac was only 24.
Right.
And Biggie was 25. He was 24, 25, same fucking difference. Couple years apart. But I'm saying, like, you got to realize those are young ass ages. Those are real
I'll be
super.
36 this year.
You lived 12 years past Tupac, bro. Congratulations. I'm just saying,
For sure.
but you pass these ages, you got to look how immortal Tupac was, how immortal Biggie was. You know what I'm saying? And them dying at 24, 25, you know what I'm saying? It just make it seem like, what if they were alive now? What kind of impact would they would have had now? You know what I mean?
And it's a testament to just what they was here for. They came, they completed the mission, and then it was time for them to transition. But to be able to leave that type of legacy in that short period of time, what we look at it short, that's the goal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's really the goal, is to leave something like that so, you know, they can put you in a book and kids can read about you forever.
Yeah, exactly. But, so, let's get into this. What I was saying earlier.
About Tupac, though. So, it goes back to like what I'll be saying is life is short and forever is a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, bro was what, 25, you said, right?
Yeah.
But then, like you said, like his legacy will live forever.
Yeah.
So, think about all the things that you got going on right now. If you die today, nigga,
will anybody remember it?
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about that shit for real. Like, legacy is everything.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, like, bro, every moment is critical that we move forward, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, sure. But if Tupac didn't leave a whole bunch of music, if Basquiat didn't leave a whole bunch of art, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't know him. You know what I'm saying? Sure. It's like these niggas is legends after death. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we got AG right here now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we gotta turn this nigga up here now.
Right now.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I love, the deceased are, rest peace to the dead, bro, but we got niggas living. Yeah. That we need to
make the same type of impact.
Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sure. So that I think so this conversation is moving forward, bro. With you, bro, this is one. Yeah.
This is one.
We gotta have it.
We definitely don't bring nobody on unless we feel like they've made some sort of impact when it comes to Indianapolis, bro.
Yeah.
Like we said, we've been trying to do this for almost 2 years with you, and bro, you deserve flowers like no other.
You like flowers though, for real?
I mean, it's more of a saying.
Don't give me no fucking flowers.
It's more of a saying, bro.
Some candy, some chips.
I definitely rock with that better. Yeah,
I mean,
it's like one of them gestures, like it's real. It's like,
That's what I'm just saying. If I can pick and choose,
if I pick and choose, bring me some peanut M&Ms or something.
Peanut M&Ms. Now y'all both know it's more of a saying than anything.
Yeah. Sure.
It's just you deserve to be celebrated here now while you're here. You know what I mean? Because like you said, man, celebrating people that's dead don't really. All right, you know what I'm saying? The people that's here.
Have you ever went to? I ain't never went to Tupac gravesite, nigga.
No.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'd rather
Unless they've made a significant impact on you as a person, celebrating. I mean, I get it though.
I go to Michael Jackson's house though for sure.
Oh,
I'm
you
definitely
gotta
going to the G.
What?
It's down the road.
Well, you see, don't even get me fucking started. Don't get
What's
me
the
fucking
problem?
started.
You really want to go do that right now with company?
Hey, bro, you gonna do that about Mike?
Fuck Mike.
Oh shit.
He like Prince because Prince has.
I'll
his ass
fuck
out.
Prince too.
Whatever.
Fuck both of them,
Goddamn.
You disrespectful,
bro.
crazy.
What the fuck?
bro. Because them are legends.
For
I don't give a fuck.
Bro,
What?
Prince still here, I think.
kids playing the
Prince
Michael
died.
Jackson game.
He gone. See, look, see, exactly.
No, that just shows how out of
See,
tune. That just shows how out of tune you are.
Am I out of tune or motherfuckers just don't know no more when people die?
With social media,
Bro, did everybody know Prince was dead here?
Yeah,
It's
what
just
the fuck?
me.
That's a real thing.
Well, my fault. See,
but you know when a new flavor of the BWs. Never mind. Fuck it.
because B-Dubs is still.
Oh shit! You was really about to finish that too.
Hey, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Let's stop, bro.
All right. For real. Let's
lock in. Let's lock in, bro.
Because look, you see the economy right now, bro.
Mm,
We worth more dead than alive.
mm.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Niggas is
Right.
eating, niggas is selling royalties. Niggas is doing, like, they getting the payouts now because when they gone, like.
Yeah, I think Wiz just sold his royalties for a little over, what, 50 million?
Bro, he ain't even gonna live that long to spend 50 million unless he just frivolous with money.
Hmm.
Pass it on to your kids, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but anyway, talk about kids, though.
You on some shit.
Hey, bro, I'm jumping bars. You know.
Struggle Baby is made for at risk youth. That's one of the principles behind Struggle Made Me. Let's just talk about you. So the question I was going to ask you before, like I was saying, I feel like everybody. Do you feel like everybody knows your story at this point?
I ain't even gonna say everybody. It's a lot of layers to my story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got my story where you know my pop situation, my mom's situation, and you got my sports story, which a lot of people ain't even walked that path.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then just being in the space that I'm in now, coming from where I come from, people ain't really like doing what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? And so I don't think everybody know. It's still people who ask me like, what the fuck do you really do?
Yeah.
And it's like, shit, if I ran this shit down, it'd drive you crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's one of them things. I kind of like it that way though.
Yeah.
Because like I don't have to tell you my pop situation every time. We can fast forward to something else where I can give you some game because I lived a long life in 34 years.
Yeah.
So that's why I think people still kind of getting to know who I am. But I think the greatest part about the city is that they watch me.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So they watch me go from a little bad motherfucker to a boss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And go through
There you
all of
go.
this crazy
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean?
Talk
But for
your
real,
shit.
but you know, and a boss in the sense of like, you know, I help people and then I show people how to help people. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And we figured out, you know, how to make some money doing it so we can keep helping people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the main thing.
That's
So
what it's all about, bro. Pouring back into your community.
for sure.
Exactly.
For sure.
Because like that goes, struggle maybe itself, bro. Like what was that thought process behind that? Like,
Man.
it's a powerful
Yeah.
phrase.
Yeah, nah, for
Break
sure.
it down.
So, I used to call myself League Bound AG, and League Bound was one of them names that kept me focused. Like I
Mhm.
knew I wanted to go to the NFL. I knew I wanted to act like a pro now and make pro decisions. So when it was time for me to go to the NFL, it was an easy transition. So when the NFL didn't happen, I kind of just looked at my life like every time I got to a certain pinnacle in my life, some adversity or struggle would try to bring me back. Every single time. It never failed. So it was always hard for me to like celebrate when I would make an accomplishment because I would just be waiting for somebody to die or something to happen to where it made it feel like I couldn't make it out of my situation or my circumstance. So one day I was like, struggle made me. Like, because everything I've been through really turned me into this beast. You know what I mean? And After that, it went nuts. You know what I mean? I think one key moment for struggle made me is my pops had got out of prison when I was 16, and we was going to this carnival, and all my friends was in the truck, and he was listening to "You Don't Know My Struggle," and it plays in my head like a movie because he driving and he rapping it, but he rapping it, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. He rapping that shit like it's a gospel, and I'm looking at him in a daze because that was like my superhero, you know what I mean? So I just really took that moment and turned that shit into like a business, bro, and was hoping that if I released these clothes, somebody would get that same motivation that I had making it out of my circumstance.
Yeah. So was the clothes before like the initiative within the youth?
So man, it was actually two separate things. So Struggle Made Me was the clothes. I hollered at Sean O. I said, bro, think about the struggle and
so
come up with some logos. Shout out to my dog, man. And he,
another
you know what I mean? Believed in me, and we did the boot, and it worked. And then Struggle Made Us is the nonprofit where Struggle University is. Gotcha. So we just kind of keeping the same, motivation to struggle. And using that word in our terms instead of always looking at it as a negative,
as a positive.
Yeah, we just really took advantage and took it to the next level.
Okay. So how did your own struggle shape your mission?
Just being, it's easy for you to create something that you ain't lived. You think about rappers, like you see some rappers that rap about stuff that they ain't really did or have done or been through. You know what I mean? It's art, right? Yeah. For me, I really went through this shit, and people watch me navigate this shit and figure it out. And so the mission, I became the mission. Yeah. Like I always tell people, I became who I needed. You know what I mean? So I realized that at a young age, and like I really felt like I was one of them ones early on. Like I'm going through all of this shit, but I'm finding ways to open these doors still. When other people who go through similar stuff allowed it to kind of crumble, I was still finding ways to elevate and climb the ladder. And so I feel like the only thing that I could do is help people figure out how to get up the ladder too.
Yeah. Damn, you became who you needed.
For sure.
Bro, when you ain't got nobody else to turn to, who else you gonna turn to but yourself?
For sure.
Damn, that's deep. Yeah. I became who I needed.
Yeah.
I never met my dad. Yeah. And we always talk about this thing. If I was a team today, I would punch him in his mouth. Because I feel like a lot of things wouldn't have happened if he was here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, and then when you just said I became who I needed, I feel like I became him, who I became a devoted father.
For sure.
I became somebody that you can ask me for something, and I do my damnedest to do what I need to do to help you out. Absolutely. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As far as family goes, my friends.
Because you don't know how to. But you know what? You are a good friend when you want to be. So don't think that you're not a good friend, bro. Just throwing that out there. All right. But piggybacking on what you're saying, bro, I definitely feel you because it's so. Brody, man, his dad. My dad, like he was here. I grew up in two separate houses. Right. You know what I mean? So it's just like the times where I needed my pops, he wasn't there. And then now it's like I literally just got my kid last week. You know what I mean? Like, of course he visited and stuff like that. The summer, but like full time now. Like, so I have to like. It's just I gotta be what he need me to be now. You know what I'm saying? 100%. And it's like, I gotta be that example for him now.
Absolutely.
More than ever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
And even with that, I mean, my pops wasn't physically there. You know what I mean? I just knew that when them jail calls did come in. I mean, I spent from 5 to 16. It was prison visits, prison calls. And it was multiple different prisons. So I'm going and seeing different prisons all over Indiana. So, him not being there also, it allowed me to kind of feel different about people walking in and out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And so, but we all share that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
did that create more of like attachments to people, or did that help you push people away?
So I used to become attached to football coaches, anybody that I could look up to it was a super attachment. But it was like most of them would end up letting me down. You know what I mean? By the things they said to me or their actions. You feel what I'm saying? And then I would just go to the next person. Be like, oh man, every football coach I had, I looked up to like a dad.
Yeah.
Even though he could have been a shit a person. You know what I mean? But I yearned for that. You feel me? I yearned for that. And football was my outlet. So it was only, that's why I tell people, youth coaches, bro, y'all so fucking important, bro. Y'all don't even understand. Like,
Yeah.
these kids coming to you not having dads, bro. You dad for that moment. So when you accept that shit, like, you gotta be that person. You gotta talk to them the way they supposed to be talked to. Because my coaches talk to me like shit, but it created a dog for the purpose of football. You feel me? But it added to the hurt for the purpose
outside of football.
Like,
Yeah.
So instead of really understanding you on a personal level, they just saw you for what you could do for
100%.
Yeah.
100%. That's why people talk about like sports, bro. Sports, I could tell you some traumatic shit. Like sports really fucked me up mentally too. I'm grateful for what football did, but I did that shit. Football didn't do that for me. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, that just was the platform that I did it on. But the people that I encountered and the shit that they would put me through mentally, sports could have really destroyed me. That's why you think about when the league and shit don't work and people fucking crumble and kill themselves and shit because nobody preps you for what if this doesn't work.
Yeah.
They only prep you for you're available now and this is what I need you to do. So hell yeah, you're my superstar. But once you were no longer available to do what I need you to do, then fuck you. And that's how it felt. That's sports for you in a nutshell. And I've been to shit. I was one step in the NFL trying out, but I know how. I got a best friend who's been in the league for 13 years. I've walked that journey with him. I don't know how the fuck he's done it. They use him, then they let him go, then they use him, they let him go, then they pay somebody else, then they let him go, and they bring him back. He playing the whole season, and they treat him like he ain't who he is. But that's just, I just hope the youth coaches coming up know how important they are.
Yeah.
Because you can really fuck somebody up or you can save somebody for real. That's the great balance. They great in between. Like, nah.
Quit taking down their mamas, man.
Just for sure, leave their mamas alone.
Leave the mamas alone, man. Just coach the kid, bro.
Boy, you just turned that whole thing into some bullshit.
Oh, my bad.
What the fuck?
That's what we here for.
Talking about fucking the mamas, bro.
All right, man, listen, the mamas know what the fuck
Come on, man.
Now, they play
My
crazy.
son need to play. What I gotta do?
All that ass out.
Throw the two-strap. Man, y'all motherfucker. I was listening to this. I'm over here concerned. This motherfucker talking about fucking the mama.
No, but no, he right though, bro. Like we really gotta tap into the kids, bro. Like I had a good I played football back in the day. What? I can't relate to the damn bro. What?
Bro.
Did you play sports, D-Bag?
I did.
Okay, so
I played softball. That's
a sport.
I played softball at tag.
Okay.
I was the best one out there.
In softball.
It was co-ed.
Oh.
It was sports though.
It was sport.
But I'm not gonna lie. So I tried out my senior year playing football at Ripple.
Okay.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I went one day, bro. It was over with.
Why, bro? You couldn't make Ripple team?
Hold on.
Hold on now.
I'm just asking. Hold on now. There's some rocket to this motherfucker.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. One thing we're gonna do, we're gonna defend the orange and black.
You wasn't even on team. How the hell you so
Hey, those my niggas. Shout out to my cousin Martell Baker. Fuck the hell. Nah, but I went to first. It was summer trials. And I was like, man, you know what? Fuck, I'm about to go in the senior year, bro. I ain't played a lick of football my first 3 years.
Shit.
I went the first day. I said, hold on, man, these niggas doing a whole bunch of running. They ran the first 30 minutes of practice, bro.
Shit, real.
And I was probably just as big, if not a little smaller than what I was back then. But I had to been at least 250 back then.
Oh yeah, every bit, bro, every bit.
What the fuck? But I'm a 17-year-old 250.
That's a big.
I was about 5'10". I was little. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm going out for defensive end. Fuck it.
Solid.
That's solid, yeah, for sure.
Man, they put me on that line, boy. Shit. That nigga was hitting me. I said, one nigga picked me up. I said, yeah, it's over, bro. It's over, bro. I'm not getting picked up. And then I think that year we had like Center Grove, and I think we had all these schools that wins. Because the first team we play every fucking year is Sitar.
Don't say that other one. Don't say that other one.
I think we played y'all that year too. Probably got smacked.
What year you came out?
2008.
We ain't never play you niggas, bro.
Good on y'all part.
No. Yes, because motherfucker would have been sitting down middle of the second quarter.
He probably would have sat me down that game. Like, yeah, nigga, like, you had to sit the fuck. Yeah, that nigga picked me up that first day of practice. I said, yeah, bro, I'm done, bro. At least I tried out. Shit.
That's real.
But I did play baseball that season. I did play baseball that season.
Did you know Broad Ripple had a swim team?
No, the fuck they did.
Swear to God,
Where the fuck they was swimming at?
Across the street?
Yeah.
At the Broad Ripple Park? I
was going to try out. I was going to be on the team.
Bro, hey, your boy is just into everything, bro. He's a fucking rollerblader, horseback rider, taekwondo teacher, soapbox champion, Subway sandwich maker. Like, come on, bro. The first black baker at Long's Bakery. Come on, man. You just had a fulfilled life.
Hey, baby.
Bro, look, I had no choice, bro. Struggle, baby, too.
That's it.
Bro. You know what he do, bro. My mama had me everything, bro.
Hey, that shit is insane, bro. Now the nigga play football. That's insane.
I did. I played for the Vikings over there at Northwest.
I did. I was over there. You was trash, though.
Yeah, I probably was.
We was playing for the Caps. Yeah, you gotta play for the Caps when you're a dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a traveling team.
Okay. Yeah, he don't. Yeah,
that's where I came up at.
Yeah, I went there. Hey, they had snacks and shit. You know, I was
concession hot dogs $1. Shit. Boy, I go to concession stand and fuck some shit up, boy. Hot dogs $1? Oh, yeah, let me get my $4.
Bro, this is what I'm really here for.
Boy, you talking about a glizzy? Hey, no bullshit. No. But I love a hot dog.
Mustard or
just mustard. Just mustard. All right, let's get back on topic, kids. I love a hot boy. Y'all gonna stop. Hey, we gonna get back. Y'all gonna stop sexualizing food at this motherfucker, man.
Yeah, cut that shit out.
No, I don't.
I go crazy though.
All right, so let's get back into it, man. And how we gonna get back into that after that? All right. You lost your father during high school when you became the first generation of college graduate.
Mm-hmm.
What mindset got you through those darkest moments?
Shit, man, I ain't had no choice. You know, I tell people all the time, like, when I was going through my situation, so my great-grandfather was in place of my dad when he was in prison. Like, that was my best friend.
You had a great-grandfather?
Yeah, and he used to pull his PT Cruiser, he'd back it in, he'd drop the hatch, he'd watch every game. That was my dog. And after the game, he'd slide me like $5 or $10 every single game from Little League until high school. And so he actually died on my dad's birthday the same year my dad died. So my dad died a month after, right? So in that period of time, I didn't even have time to process my grandfather dying because my dad got murdered. That's a different type of feeling because my grandfather, I held his hand on his last breath. My dad got murdered and I had to see his body laying in blood. And then, I went a little crazy and it was time. I had to figure out, like, damn, football, this is a defining moment for football. I got to go back to school. So the mindset was really just, that shit can't exist right now. I'm about to go here.
So, sorry. That happened, obviously you was you in school.
I'm in school.
So I had shit going on. Did you take time out?
So they gave me.
How was it?
Yeah, so Cathedral told me not to come back for the rest of the semester.
What? Yeah.
After my dad passed. But after the funeral, so number one, the whole football team came to the funeral, and the funeral in the trenches.
That's love.
Like it's a hood funeral, all street niggas everywhere.
Yeah.
And so they came and said, "Fuck us being uncomfortable. We here for you." In that moment, I'm like, that's who I need to be around.
Exactly.
Right? And so I had stayed at home for probably 2 weeks. But the longer I was at home, the fucking crazier I was getting. Like, I'm going the fuck crazy because the person that killed my dad is a 17-year-old. I'm 17. So, and they let him right out. So now I'm like, shit, And the communities we come from, when somebody do something to yours, you're supposed to go get back.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm not no fucking killer. I'm a football player. I don't even know what would happen if I seen this person, and this is 17-year-old me, like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Kill him? And then I done let everybody down who see me at this prestigious school. I'm starting varsity. I'm talking about going to the NFL. So I took my ass back to school. And that's where I kind of started to learn who I was. Because at Cathedral, I didn't have to fake like I was nobody. Like I could just be me.
Mm-hmm.
While I'm figuring out who I am, I don't have to try to be somebody I'm not. You know what I mean? Now I closed off kind of everybody, but football went up, grades went to shit. And then I had to navigate going to a Division II school after that. And then I transferred to a D1 and started at Ohio State in front of 110,000 people.
That's tight. Whoa. So, all right.
Damn.
That's a lot. I know I put a lot
That's a
there, but
flex.
I'm just trying to get this shit out.
Yeah,
That's a
bro.
flex. That's
Nah,
a
for sure.
flex.
No, for sure. Like,
Nigga.
it don't happen like that, bro.
It
Like
don't.
that's why I say, like, my sports story, really, you can talk about some motherfuckers being motivated, bro. I went through the fire.
Yeah, bro, you was making grown man decisions at 16,
Man,
bro.
come on, bro. I had to be an adult. I ain't had no choice. I couldn't be a kid no more. My dad got murdered.
Yeah.
Like, I can't be no fucking kid. And I want to take care of my mama. So fuck being a kid and all that kid shit. I'm trying to go to the league.
And you have siblings too, right?
Yep, I got siblings.
All in the house. It was your mom and then
So my mom got 2 kids, my brother and my sister, and then my dad had 3 kids. Right, so you got 2 sisters and a brother on that side.
Damn.
So you were in the middle type shit
Yep, so I'm the second oldest. I'm the second oldest. Yep, but I'm the oldest boy.
at the crib.
At
At
both,
home.
all
At
together,
both?
all
Okay.
together. Yep, I'm the
Damn.
oldest boy.
So
Yep.
yeah, bro.
There's a lot of pressure to that.
I
Like,
couldn't imagine no shit like
Nah,
that, bro.
me neither.
I'll be talking shit about my little pampered ass life with just me and my mama, bro. I had to go through those shit
Nah,
like
but
that,
bro,
bro. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's pampered, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying it's just like you never imagine or never realize everybody has a story. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? Like you just can't just look at somebody and be like, oh, this nigga ain't. But
Right.
until you sit down and talk to a motherfucker, bro, like that's to me, I'm
Exactly.
like, bro, you can't
That's
judge
That's what life's
shit.
about. That's what life's about.
yeah, but that's where struggle made me even came from, bro. When I went to Cathedral, I'm thinking shit. I'm from the trenches. I just came from addicts.
Right.
Ain't no way they like us. But I realized that struggles just look different.
On my mama.
Even when you got money, they was fucked up.
That's
bro.
what I swear,
bro.
swear to
Yeah,
God.
like,
I
it
swear
was
to God.
fucked up
That's
in
what I
there.
was just about to ask you. If anybody that don't know, for the people that's outside of the city, Cathedral is one of the most prestigious schools in the state of Indiana, bro.
Sure.
The football players, a lot of the football players that actually do some shit, go to Notre Dame, or because I think they're in cahoots, right? Like the Notre Dame
It
and
was. I think they started beefing over the logo, but that's really the feeder. Kids go to Notre Dame
yeah,
from Cathedral for sure.
yeah,
Because a lot of and a lot of colleges they have programs like that. They work with different schools.
high schools, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It streamline them into it's just it's a fucking pipeline.
yeah,
For sure.
Because students ain't shit, but like you were saying, when in sports, nigga, all this shit is
yeah. And
about the
Cathedral,
money.
Yeah, for
Cathedral
sure.
has always been known for their football
But
program.
fuck all that. But my thing, and that's dope. I'm not no
Yeah,
no
not
offense
for
to you,
sure.
but I'm just saying at the same time, bro, it's like we put so much emphasis on these cathedrals and buffs, these private ass schools, where now these private ass schools they good, but they taking all of the star athletes from these other schools.
The IPS
You know what I'm
schools,
saying? That ain't that really could use them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just think if bro stayed in and when he went to Addicts, bro, and was a fucking beast at Addicts, bro.
Yeah.
I think at that point in time, Addison was a middle school,
Or-
wasn't it?
Yeah, middle school.
Or back then, but I'm just saying, but
Yeah,
you know,
So that would have been Arlington for you.
It would have probably been Ben Davis. I ain't gonna lie. I would have made it. I'd have made it to Ben Davis. I was going wherever they was winning.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm
so
saying?
that makes sense. But
yeah.
you know what I mean? But still.
But on the other hand, what you saying,
Yeah.
absolutely. You right. People are, but you gotta think about this too. Parents are saying, I want my kids to go to
Facts.
Cathedral
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Like parents are saying, better opportunity. We gonna figure this cheese out, but they're going this way. So it worked hand in hand. And what I tell people too is like culture matters. So if my son's a football player and Cathedral is known for getting players to the league,
the league. That's
or
what the
getting
fuck I'm
players
That's why
to
I'm
major,
Bro,
right?
I see that.
Yeah.
I'm not mad.
It's a take, but I get what you're saying
Yeah.
too, because that same energy
Mhm.
that's needed is needed at public schools.
Like
And
a
the way
motherfucker.
we do it is we have to invest in these, because we can't keep depending on state funding to fund public schools. They've never done it.
exactly.
They've never done it. That's the same way with black colleges.
Mhm.
Motherfucker can't tell me I went to a black college first. it was ass. I love the environment. I went to Miles College, just in the middle of Birmingham, Alabama. I fucking loved everything about it, but it felt like the trenches. It felt like I was back in the trenches.
Yeah.
And so, to me, in order for those to get better, because most of them are in the hood, we have to invest. If it's even fucking $50 a month, Black people have to invest in it. We can't keep waiting on these racist ass politicians to say, "Oh, we're gonna cut the funding." You're gonna cut the funding from a school that don't got no funding.
Yeah.
So we gotta fund this shit.
No,
right.
you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You see, speaking of funding schools, did you see what Harvard did? So Harvard all the alums and shit came back to Harvard, and bro, they just made tuition free for like a certain amount of kids. Where they made tuition free.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Just off the stream because they got the bread
They can
to
do
do
it.
it, bro.
for sure.
You know what I mean? They got the bread to do it. And school is, bro. It's all about money.
Yeah, it's all about money.
But
Yeah, this shit is
it's
crazy.
doable. There's other countries where school is free, straight, like regardless.
Yeah.
And United States is literally we're all slaves in some aspect because if we pay taxes, everything goes back into the state and the government and all that shit.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
But what do we see? What comes
Exactly,
from?
bro. Bro, they just sent the Golden Girls to Mars, nigga. like, bro, what the fuck? Like,
To Mars.
but
Them
they-
motherfuckers in space for 11 minutes.
Bro, come on, bro.
Yeah,
They
that shit
just sent
blew
the modern day Golden Girls to fucking space, bro.
She got off that motherfucking ship to click and kiss the ground.
Come on, bro. Man, shut your
Hey,
ass.
I ain't gonna lie to you, nigga. If I go to space, I'm kissing the motherfucking ground too.
Man,
I'm
that-
Bro, but this nigga,
but you, that costs $1 billion
come
to
on,
do.
bro.
From
Look
what I
at the
heard,
homeless-
they paid like $15 million just to even go.
But it's homeless motherfuckers right now, bro, in our city.
It's money in homelessness.
Come on, bro.
That's bro. This shit could be a lot different. It's money out. It's money in struggle. That's what that. I mean, it's money and struggle
Propaganda.
for sure.
Money and struggle.
For sure.
Name of the episode.
Money and struggle.
Money and struggle.
That's hard. That's
That's the name of the episode. Money and struggle.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying was you said that it's power in coaching. It's power in if so good example, Jordan Alves. His daughter,
right.
track star, been a track star.
Yeah.
Got her over at Cathedral because their track team is A1. Now, knowing my brother, I'm pretty sure he would have wanted her to go somewhere like Tech where he went. But again, if the coaching ain't there, if he don't feel like she's going to get the best type of opportunities out there, why shouldn't somebody? Why shouldn't her there?
I ain't gonna lie. She was an All-American, so she's in my program at
Yeah.
Cathedral. Me and Jordan Alves played for the Caps together, so that's kind of how it's a full circle moment. But she was an All-American anyway, so it wouldn't have. She wasn't gonna. If it wasn't Cathedral, some prep school from somewhere was coming to get her. Best believe. Like her name was already there. So I mean,
And she only a freshman.
she's only a freshman, but she's a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's a
She
dog.
breaking records already.
Yeah, for sure. Right. She gonna destroy Cathedral's records. I mean, she already up there. So, you it's a lot of it, but it's kind of like you gonna shop wherever you feel most comfortable, wherever you feel like your kid can get the most out of it. You know, the education A1. You know, when she go to that track team, she gonna be the one with all of these eyes on this school. Wow. It's almost a no-brainer. You know what I mean?
No,
like, you know what I'm saying? And so,
I get it.
that's all we trying to do is make better opportunities for our
babies.
kids.
Exactly.
That when it all boils down to it, man, whatever that opportunity looks like, we gonna go for it. But our intention is always to give them something that we probably didn't have.
For sure.
Mhm.
And then speaking of like what LeBron did,
Come on,
I ain't
man.
mad at Buddy, bro.
What are we talking
Hey,
about?
come on, man.
Like,
What?
like Jerry Jones' son. We talk about the Cowboys. shit.
Mhm.
His son is next in line. That motherfucker ain't played no football, bro.
Yeah.
His daddy did what the fuck he was supposed to do. So why are we judging somebody who did what the fuck? Why would I work this hard just for it to benefit me? It don't make sense.
Just for my kids.
Yeah, we talk about generational wealth. Well, how much more wealthy can it be if I get him a
Come on,
fucking
bro.
NBA contract and this is what he wants to do?
So that kind of reminds me, your boy Tyler Perry. Well, he made a statement like, "My kids ain't getting none of my money, bro. They gonna have to work their asses off for this shit." Why would you, nigga? You one of the richest people in America, bro. Why would you ever want your kids to get it out the mud, bro?
I think because he's not the only person that said that. Jeff Bezos said that. Bill Gates said that.
Mm.
You got to think when And I look at my kids sometimes. Like sometimes I be wanting to give them everything, but I realize what type of crutch that puts on them in life. So if you don't make them work for something, then the world gonna beat the fuck out of them because the world is about work. It don't matter if I give you all the money in the world. Yeah. You can fuck up.
All
you
the
feel
money
what I'm saying? But you're not gonna appreciate it unless you had to do something to get it on your own. And most of these kids now want to be individuals. Yeah, I got that's Bronny. I changed my fucking name because I wanted to create my own legacy. I love my dad, but this is about me and what I'm gonna be known for. And we still make it sound that's just LeBron's son. That's fucking Bronny.
Yeah,
he
whole other individual.
He did some great shit. You know, he's doing great shit. So I get that too because that's that hard in between. It's like, hell yeah, my son. Like, I want him to have it all. You know what I mean? But if he don't learn to work for it, then I'm being a crutch for him in a world that don't give a fuck about it.
Don't give a fuck.
We black, especially we black. They don't give a fuck about us. So if we don't learn how this shit really work and experience how it work, we only fucking them over. Yeah. Instead of helping them. And we can't keep doing that.
Because you gotta absolutely teach them how to fish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
that makes sense. That makes sense.
It's only, bro, bro.
What was the turning point when you realized your story could inspire and empower others?
So when I got to Alabama, I kept on saying, like, man, I want to tell. I kept telling people in rooms, like I'm telling my teammates and shit. And every time I'm telling my story, they looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. Like, hold on, you went through what? But while I'm in Alabama, I got friends dying in the streets. You know what I mean? And so I come back and be like, man, my dude just died. And they like, what the fuck do y'all got going on in Indiana? But when they hearing my story, they like, shit getting real. You know, I'm in the middle of Alabama. Don't nobody know what the fuck going on here. They think we got corn. I'm like, shit, you can go here and figure it out. It get treacherous around this bug. Right. So I'm getting to show them. And then so I started mentoring when I was in Alabama because they had this little program where the football players would go to a elementary. And I'm watching kids who's like, man, my pops just died. And I'm like, man, mine too. Yeah. And then it was that instant connection. So I'm like, damn, I wonder how many people this can help. At the same time, I'm trying to figure out my own trauma. I'm listening to others. But I'm recognizing that I'm a light for real. So I'm talking, I'm listening, and watching just the reactions. And after that, it was like, shit, I'm about to do this. Like, I'm going to really do this. And then I got to UAB and walked on, and they did a story on me. And just the fact that when I was telling the guy, like, yeah, my pops just got killed a couple years ago, he was like, damn. Like, okay, let's put this in a news article. And then shit, bro, I've been just speaking, taking every opportunity to just spread a good message. Because we need it, bro. It's too easy to be negative and shit. And like, if y'all follow my social media, bro, I don't be into the bullshit, bro. I really keep it positive as much as I can, bro. Sometimes I might dabble in some bullshit, but for the most part, 98% of my shit is motivation or it's funny, bro. For sure. I be trying to put good energy out, bro, because this world fucked up. You know what I mean? And social media make it even more fucked up.
There's something every fucking day on that blue app, bro.
Sure. Are they arguing like a motherfucker over something, man? I'll be like, damn, bro, like, we can't escape.
And we all follow the same motherfucker, so it's kind of like...
Just, with it is just... Bro, the way that the culture is now, it's like we just gotta come together. But everybody want to divide.
You sound like that white dude on Sinners.
Everybody want to divide.
Hey, he was spitting that good shit though. Don't get it twisted. He got a hell of a bargain. Yeah, we get there with.
We there.
I was almost.
Yeah, I do want to ask real. So when you got on that, when you were in front of, you said 100,000 people.
110,000 people.
110,000 people. The first time that you walked out, what was that feeling?
So I had 30 family members who traveled to Ohio State with T-shirts made. And my niggas was in the crowd too. And so that's all I focused on was like, this is what the fuck we said. I was still calling myself league bound. That was the league.
Because you on the way.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Can't tell you nothing.
But in this same game, like I told y'all, every time I got to a pinnacle, some bullshit happened. So third quarter, I got pushed in my back and landed on my kneecap. And I knew something tore immediately. I'm shitty. All my people up here, hell nah, and we getting with Ohio State. Like they ain't whooping our ass. We was up at one point. So I went to the sideline. My replacement went out there. And he got injured too. They was on some bullshit. So he got injured, but
What you mean they was on? So you think them niggas was out there?
I think nigga pushed me well after the play, bro. Like I was hemming him up. This nigga was huge, but pushed me in my back after a play. I landed on my knee, bro. You on some bullshit? And he went to the league.
Ain't that about a bit?
I mean,
So
yeah.
You owe me some money,
All right,
nigga.
well, you go ahead. finish.
So we ended up. So I went out there. My replacement went out, but we a smaller D1, so we don't got a whole lot of people that can go in and get the job done. So I put my helmet back on and I went and played. I got fuck this shit. I'm about to play this game. So I played the rest of the game, and I played that whole season without getting surgery on my knee, and did it after. And so, bro, that was my moment, bro. Like I went through too much to sit out.
Yeah.
Like that's what a motherfucker wanted. You know what I mean? Like, I'm him. I'm about to do this shit.
I'm in one of the biggest stadiums in the nation.
And this is my school.
Yeah.
This is a school I used to play on the game. I'm picking Ohio State every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that's crazy.
yeah, you know what I mean? So all the college football games, I'm an Ohio State fan.
Yeah.
Till I play them. Guys, fuck them. You know what I mean? So that's just, but that moment definitely was like, I'm here. Then we played, then next year we played against Clowney at South Carolina. And I'm the offensive tackle.
Okay.
He the DN. So it's all game.
Hey, everything that you saying right now, he's going through one ear, bro. He doesn't know anything about football, bro.
Oh, shit.
I'm over here listening.
Oh, shit.
He don't know who the fuck he don't know who Clowney is. He don't know offensive line. He don't know what an offensive line is. He don't know.
I know what the
I was about to say he ain't that bad on you.
But I don't know who the fuck
Clowney was the number one pick in that draft.
That's a person.
That's a person. Yeah.
I thought it was a school.
He's a massive motherfucker. He played at South Carolina.
He's still in the league.
He's in the league. Yeah.
Still in the league.
But I was on his ass.
Yeah.
So he cool people or what? He can play.
I mean, that nigga was a $1 million nigga as a college student, boy. That nigga wasn't paying me no attention.
So was that
NIL money would have been crazy.
So when you were playing, that was before they had like the royalties or
I did get a check from
NIL didn't start till
they just recent.
Like maybe a couple years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
NCAA did say I did get a check from them twice for being on the video game.
Okay.
No, you was on the video game.
But this is the fucked up thing about the video game. I can send y'all a picture. Number one, I'm at UAB. They got the right number. This motherfucker say Hammond, Indiana.
Oh,
I ain't never been to motherfucking Hammond in my life.
Come
on,
that would have pissed me off.
I ain't never been there in my life, so I was like, "Fuck, but it's gotta be me." I'm the only person. I'm the only person in the state of Alabama from Indiana.
Yeah.
So that. Yeah, but I was on the video, guys.
Man.
I'm gonna sit there.
We use that.
Yeah, that was a good moment.
That's funny. That's crazy,
man. So all right. So okay, cool.
So
you had a lot of struggle then.
Man, hell yeah, bro. And that shit didn't just end. Like,
Bro, we made it though, bro. It's good shit to lie
I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, for sure. We definitely getting through it, for sure.
For sure.
So,
motherfuckers, bitch.
I mean, you've been doing a lot of struggle, huh?
It's just good, bro. I'm a wet, bro. The shit that I encountered out west, bro. This two different sides of the world.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I grew up in Eagle Creek, bro. I ain't had them struggles.
Yeah.
My best friend name was Timmy, bro. We just didn't have struggles, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, I think it's just dope that that, man. It's a brother that we, bro, you made it though. You know what I'm saying? We all made it through our own struggles, and bro, we all go through shit. You know what I'm saying? But we still made it here today. Everything that you went through yesterday got us here now. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, bro. But fuck you, D-Mac.
All right, so let's talk about your not for profit. Let's talk about your company. At the end of the day, you're an entrepreneur.
For sure, 100%.
Right? So
we love entrepreneurs here.
We love entrepreneurs here. We'll get into that in a minute. So, Struggle University, right? What sets Struggle University apart from traditional mental health programs for the youth?
It's structured in a cultural way. So, like, we talking about what we've normalized in our communities. You know what I mean? We talk about the real shit like the drug abuse, the domestic violence, the gun violence, conflict resolution, emotional intelligence. And we really just giving them all the game that we wish somebody else would have gave us. But with a mental health field, and we do different activities. So, you know, we got activities where you can say, okay, I came from a single parent home, but I am not going to be. Right?
Yeah.
And then you write in and then you take that home and you put that somewhere because that's one of those generational curses that you're gonna break.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We talk about the stuff that schools don't have the time to talk about.
Or
don't want to, right? And that's what kind of sets us apart. And then at the end, they get Letterman jackets. And in the Letterman jackets, they got a list of, I write them a letter for me, and then I list all the coping skills that they can use if they going through a tough time. Because the worst part is like when you impulsive and you angry, the only thing you're going to go towards is violence.
Right? Yeah.
But if I can remind you of something else that you can use in that in-between to make you think about what you're going to do, that might save somebody else's life.
Yeah.
And that's what I wish the person that killed my pops had, was somebody that poured into them to make them think before they did it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I created the program. I wanted to be able to do something to really help somebody not go through what I went through.
For sure.
Have you encountered like someone, or could you tell a story about somebody that went through the program that
I mean,
really...
it's a daily thing too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's calls that I get 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and the fact that they calling.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got kids that call. So I work with Shrug University, but then I mentor like kids that's really with the shit.
What's the time? Like, what are the age range?
So it's really from 10 to 25.
Uh-huh.
Because to me, a 25-year-old still a kid.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like I mean, we older, but you still trying to, especially if you went through some traumatic shit, your brain development definitely slowed down. So a lot of shit that you're going to go through is really holding you back. So, you know, a kid might call me at 3 in the morning like, man, this motherfucker just ran off with a, you know, half a zip or something. I'm about to go kill him. But the fact that he called me is the win.
Yeah.
Because now you call somebody you was comfortable with, who wasn't going to judge you, who was going to listen.
Right.
Then we navigate this situation. So, don't go kill him. How much he owe you? And he might be like, man, motherfucker owe me $65. I sent him $65. That's our pact. Right?
Yeah.
And not saying he gonna take advantage because they love me and they know why I'm doing it. But ain't no fucking way I'm about to let you go all the way over there and kill somebody because I know you would do it
for $65
and get 65 years.
Mm.
For what I'm saying? Come on, man. So but you know, I always tell people too, because people be like, these kids is tripping for sure. And this is and people don't know the half of it, bro. Like we get every fucking day I'm diffusing shit. I spend thousands of dollars a month getting these kids where they need to go, making sure they eat, making sure ain't nobody fucking with them. You know what I mean? But I know that if I do this, this is what people need. Like you need somebody that's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm a proven person that did it. And I've been there. I done felt what it felt like when that pressure on, when you really want to kill a motherfucker, but you really don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's bro. I love these kids, bro. And I realize too, the kids that from the trenches are so built for this world, bro. They just don't recognize it yet. Like the more fucked up shit that you go through, business is easy. That's why this business shit look like this. My life been fucked up. This business shit ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Because I know I can sit in the room and ain't shit you can say to me that's gonna be worse than me seeing my daddy dead in a puddle of blood. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about.
Damn.
There's nothing that you can show me that's going to deter me from this mission when that couldn't deter me.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
And that was a 16.
So saying no ain't shit.
Well, you said what?
Somebody telling you no ain't shit. Like
no. What the fuck? My whole life been no.
Damn.
My whole life been no. You can't. I don't get told no now because they recognize the value. I don't.
Yeah.
They invite me in the meetings. So the only thing that can be a no is if they price don't match mine. Then I'm saying no. But other than that, bro, you gotta come correct, bro.
Talk your shit, AG. Nah, for real.
I'm just saying, like, bro. I don't. If I go in a meeting, number one, we gonna make sure them dollars is right because it's not just me coming to this meeting. It's 1,000 youngsters that need something.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can't afford to keep helping them do what they need to do to survive, we can't do no work together.
Yeah,
that's just what it is.
Damn.
Nah, man. But that's how it's supposed to be. Because them kids is dependent on you.
Because it ain't just
100%.
about you. It's 1,000 kids behind me that I'm doing this for.
So
Damn.
From what year did y'all actually start, and how many years have y'all been doing
So
this?
Struggle University been going for 4 years.
4?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but this is the 4th year. In 4 years, I've given out 700 jackets.
Damn.
So you touched at least 700 kids.
That's just with that.
That's just with
That's
that.
just with that. That's only that. I've been doing mentoring for 10, 11 years. Thousands. And I don't even think I can count.
Yeah, I was at. Yeah, I asked.
Yeah, thousand
bro, I
ain't
said,
even.
man, how many kids y'all you think that y'all impacted? I mean,
Man, it's really because this is what happens when we pull up. I done sat in trap houses with 17 youngsters, but one of the youngsters is only my mentor. I mean, my mentee, right? And I knew that if I came over here, if I can get y'all to just listen a little bit, he gonna be all right because he not gonna leave this trap house because this is how he eat. So I just went over there and was chopping it up with him. I done pulled down in neighborhoods where it's 30 youngsters with pistols out there. But in that moment, I touched 30 people instead of one. But that one who's my mentee is who I care about. So I know if he's safe, y'all gonna make sure he's safe, but y'all gonna at least listen to what I got to say.
would you say that since you've been doing this for this time, can you tell us a success story from you that you
Yep.
had?
So I gotta and I always go back to this one because this shit. So I had a kid I was working with, his name Germ. And Germ, man, got his GED in 2 weeks. He was a genius. I'm like, damn, don't nobody get the fucking GED in 2 weeks and been out of school for 3 years. So it showed how smart he was. But I knew his street smarts too. Germ was about his money. But Germ, that motherfucker wasn't fucking with Germ. They knew. So we was working together. Germ had so much shit kind of going on in the streets that we was like, all right, man, let's get you to Texas. He had some family, and it was a good move. So one day as I'm going to pick him up, his probation officer calls and was like, hey, man, I need you to go get Germ, and the police are going to pull you over and serve a warrant. I said, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? I cussed him the fuck out. So you think I'm about to go get my little bro and let y'all set him up? So as he's telling me this, Germ friend had got picked up for murder. He's calling Germ in the back of the police car and telling him like, hey, the police just picked me up. So I call Germ. Germ like basically he don't know that the probation officer asked me this, but he said, hey, I'm about to go on a run. I said, now listen, little bro, you gotta understand they not looking for kids right now. You a 17-year-old killer. So they coming with that shit. So Germ went on a run, ran his bread up, and got him an attorney, then turned himself in. Actually, they came and caught him. So for 2.5 years, I mentored Germ while he was in jail. Then I went to his trial. And at the trial, I sat there and I watched all these people say all this badass shit about this kid. And I'm like, I don't fucking know this kid. Like, this is one of the greatest kids you'll ever meet. And he beat the murder. As soon as he beat the murder, he went to Texas. Germ been in Texas for like 2.5 years and thriving. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still his mentor. And I'm still working with him. And that's just one. You know what I mean? It's the other ones, but I've also lost 18 kids to gun violence doing this work. So, you know, as many success stories as I can tell you, them 18 live with me.
Swear to God.
Like that's something I can't shake. So I always think about them too. Like, shit, I gotta keep doing this shit. You know what I mean? I can't stop now because then I'm gonna let them down.
Yeah.
For sure.
So we see all these videos of these little kids with these ski masks on and with the guns out, the little YNs. I mean, first off, the term YN is it's only used by us.
For sure.
Right? It's only used by us, black people. Right. You know what I mean? Like we've already deemed these kids to be just ministers. Right. You know what I mean? So what the mindset with these kids, what do you think the mindset is with these kids these days? Because we're looking at a whole different type of kid from what we was growing up. Like our biggest struggle back then was shit. What cereal I'm about to eat on this Saturday morning? For type shit.
Nah, it's hard. I always tell people that they steppers. So if they care about it, they'll do whatever for it. Feel what I'm saying? They emotional too. So like a lot of shit that be going on, be having their emotions all wrapped up in it. But you got to think about this, like, this how powerful social media is. When we was in a club, I used to beat the shit out of niggas in clubs. Like, we used to fight. But it wasn't no camera to be like, oh, yeah, you got your ass beat last week. It just was, we just all knew motherfucker got their ass beat.
Yeah.
And it was dark in there, so didn't nobody know.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if you on camera, you fool. If you getting beat up on camera, you fool. So now everybody else trying you and thinking shit sweet. So the only thing that I could possibly do is make one of y'all understand, right? Now everybody got guns. And all these fucking kids got guns.
All of them.
Everybody got a motherfucking gun. If I know that I gotta make somebody a example, I gotta use my pistol. My mama don't fuck with me. My daddy ain't there.
You ready?
Good. All right.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, so these kids, man, they different. They are different, but they dealing with some shit that we didn't have. And I think that's the biggest thing.
The pressures of social media.
For sure. And even just their relationship with their parents, bro. A lot of these kids, and when I say a lot, a whole lot, man, I had kids say I hate my mama. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, if you hate your mama, there's some serious shit there. How the fuck can you care about anything else in the world if the person you're supposed to care about you hate? Bro, that shit deep.
Bro, my mama can't do no bad for me, bro. But she ain't never done no bad for me.
That's the difference.
Because she never what?
She's never done anything bad.
That's the difference. That's the difference right there. Is if, you know, parents do shit. Like when we came up, when shit would happen, we just had to endure that shit. These kids not going for that shit. Like, nah, you treat me bad, you talking to me bad. Hell no, I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And who could blame them? We adults and we ain't gonna let nobody say too much to us where we still fucking with them.
Yeah.
And that's what I try to explain to adults in general is that we talk about these kids so bad, but the shit that they not going for, we not going for. And that's a fact. We not going for it. So why would we expect them to?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because, man, I can imagine. When I can remember back when I was a kid, bro. When I was 16 years old. When I was, 14. You know what I'm saying? Everything that happened in my life at that moment was huge.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I even look at my kids, like, they 7. You know, 6. Brio just turned 6 the other day. You know what I'm saying? So it's just her, everything that she, like, that's her world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's her reality. So if you got 16-year-olds that's going through these type of struggles or going through these things that they not liking their mama, this shit is serious, bro.
Yeah.
And the worst thing you can do is like tell them that it ain't that deep.
Yeah, you don't feel that way.
Yeah, like how the hell what the fuck if they saying it's the end of the world for them? Okay, we gotta figure this out. We gotta talk through this. It's a different type of approach. But that's what I would want somebody to do for me in my moment. If I'm having a moment where I feel like the world is over and it ain't nothing I can do, I would want somebody to sit and listen and help me navigate how I feel. But it's always you'll be all right. Well, what if they not all right? What if they gonna go do something because hurt people, and you could have prevented that? But you're not thinking about it like that. You're just thinking that your kid, he'll be all right. I'll see him when I get off work. And then he run away. I mean, he get locked up. Then the system get a hold of him, and now he in prison. And now when he get out of prison, he can't get the fuck out of it, so he go to the streets. The only thing that's accepting somebody with a fucking felony. And then he die. Or he go back to prison. Shit, this cycle don't stop. This shit real.
And when you get in, and when you get on, man, I look at it as like everybody's a customer.
Right.
You want to be a customer to the police.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because once you in their system, and once you go through those, once you in that system, they got you.
For sure.
Every time you on their radar, you driving down the street, they seeing it. Man, they pulling you over every time.
For sure.
Like anybody, I look, if you look at the statistics, like it's when you got a jail or prison or whatever, you go to the halfway house, whatever they want to call it. You still in the system there. You got to flush out their system. That's still a period. You know what I mean? And so anything goes wrong, you right back in the jail.
Right back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, man, you don't want to get in those crosshairs of them at all.
For sure.
You know what I'm
we
saying?
gotta stop letting schools.
Yeah, my mom put me scared straight, bro. My mama put me scared straight when I was like, nigga, 10, 12.
Did that work?
Bro, what the fuck? I ain't been to prison yet, nigga. I don't do no crime. I ain't going to jail for nobody.
No, for real. I'm telling them something.
Bro, I ain't going to that
Bro, I am
telling them something.
Bro, I'm telling. What?
Hey, bro, leave that shit over there,
bro. I don't put myself in situations I can't get myself out of, bro.
For sure.
Like, nigga, the other day for Easter, bro, my little brother, bro, I don't know why his big ass felt the need to drive in this little ass Mustang, bro. But I'm thinking, he said, damn, I'm about to floor this motherfucker. And me thinking, this motherfucker 2-passenger Mustang, 2 fat motherfuckers in the front. Should I get in this motherfucker or not? Nah, bro. You say you gonna floor this motherfucker? Nah, bro.
You got it.
No, you got it, bro. It's over.
Y'all gonna look like Buddy Love and Sherman Crump, nigga.
Professor, bro. I pick my battles, bro. I know what I can get myself up, what I can get out of, bro.
For sure.
You talking about doing some slick shit, bro? I am not there, bro. I will tell on you, bro. I don't even, bro. If my life is dependent on it, bro, I am in Wyoming after this, bro. What are we talking about?
Bro,
Wyoming.
hey, when they was, I watched them little videos when they giving niggas life and they faint, bro.
Hey, that shit real,
Bro, what?
When niggas be in them scared straight, bro, in them fucking interrogation rooms, you looking at 45 to life.
Hey, bro, I knew.
Bro, that was Bobby and the other nigga, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
I knew shit was
Where my
different.
KFC at?
I used to watch that show, and this little white kid, they had him hemmed up, and he was like, "You want to go in here? Go in there right now." He was like, "The door is closed." I said, "That little nigga different."
He was ready. That nigga good.
Then the dude was yelling at him in his face. He said, "Why are you yelling? I'm right here." I said, "Oh, he don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah, bro.
He'll be right back."
Them scared straight.
Like, he ain't scared.
I used to look at those shows as a kid like, they wouldn't be yelling at me like that, nigga. Like, what the fuck they
Come
gonna
on,
do?
man. Come on, man.
Hit me up like that? Oh, bro, you got it, bro. That nigga did it, and he did it too.
Hey, man.
Bro, come on, bro. I'm not going to jail for no fuck. I got kids, bro. I got a mama to look after, bro. I got siblings.
Bro, I got 5 kids, bro. It's over with.
I am Nathan.
I got 5 kids,
You got
bro.
5? Yeah,
5 kids.
You got boys?
I
girls?
got 4 girls and a boy.
4 girls.
And my boy going to college, right? Like, he graduate this year.
Oh, that's what's up, brother.
Yeah,
That's
so
what's
my boy
up.
going to college. So
That's
it's
dope,
like,
man.
yeah, the shit real. I can't afford. I really, bro, to be honest, like even this job, sometimes like I know I'm covered, but even these situations and circumstances I be in, shit is dangerous. This shit ain't like we fucking don't know, bro. I done almost died a few times doing this shit, and it's because of really the shit these kids be having going on. But like I said, bro, when you got that feeling and you know, like it ain't like I'm invincible, but I know I'm supposed to do this shit. And if I don't do it, who the fuck gonna do it? So I do it. But my kids is always on my mind. You know what I mean? Because it ain't no guarantee I'm coming back home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at it.
How do you juggle that? You know what I mean? Work life, because you're married. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? How long have you been married, brother?
We've been married 3 years.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
But I don't believe in balance. This is the thing, and why I say that. And everybody talk about work-life balance, but like, it ain't really no such thing. Something is going to be sacrificed in that season.
Yeah.
So like right now, I got a new contract, huge contract that I'm working on. Struggle University's going crazy. Struggle Made Me Clothing about to come back out so I can employ some kids. There's no way that I could give just a little bit to that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm up late nights, early mornings, working. Now when I'm with my kids, they know I love them, but they also know Daddy going to get it right now.
Yeah.
And I'm 34, so I know that I'm sacrificing right now because I'm going to be the person that's going to be able to, I go to everything. Like I make my own schedule, so I'm coming, I'm pulling up. But at 40 years old, I'll be able to come to you. I will be able to do whatever you want to do because I've established this. And anything that you want to do, we can figure out how to create it and invest in it. So I just think that, you know, you sacrifice in seasons. And I'm in a season right now where like it's every day it's a new opportunity. And we talking big numbers and shit. And I know that if I can accomplish this right now, then not only just my babies is going to be all right, but these kids that don't have parents, that don't have people that love them, I'll be able to not only pour that motivation into them, but I'll be able to really give them an opportunity to win.
Yeah, that's what's up. So as we're talking about entrepreneurship, What? Oh, you.
It's like, that's some good shit, nigga.
I get it. Not somebody. That's what's up. That did sound kind of.
I'm the same way.
For sure.
You know, it ain't, but it's all love.
That's funny. No, I didn't mean that, man. All right, since we talk about entrepreneurship, man, you've turned your deeply personal story into a brand, a program, and a movement.
Yeah.
How do you balance the authenticity of your growth with growth?
Man, bro, I'm just vulnerable, bro. I'm extremely vulnerable. I tell you my shit, like how I feel. And I think that's important when you got a brand, because sometimes it's people that look at me and don't realize I'm human.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got some motion. But shit, we going through real human emotions every day. We dealing with real shit. We stress the fuck out. Shit, sometimes we be ready to give up. You know what I mean? It was real emotions. So just being vulnerable and being real. And I think that since people have seen me kind of on this journey, they know that everything that I'm doing is from the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I operate off my heart. And that's just what we gonna keep doing.
Yeah, I heard that Q said that earlier. He said, "Man, it's just one of the best value about you. You're vulnerable. You know, your transparency. You know what I'm saying?" He said
sure.
that. So I heard what we think your why would be. So what is your why? Why do you do what you do?
My why is really so I can reverse what was done to me. So like I said, when that 17-year-old killed my pops, for another 17-year-old in this city right now, I might be the person who voice ring in their ear to let that person slide. And then it's a trickling effect. So if they pops don't die, then they don't be as traumatized. And then maybe they're able to see the world differently. You feel what I'm saying? So my why is just really being who I needed and then being there for somebody else. You know what I mean? And that's an everyday thing. Even creating generational wealth, real generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my kid to be able to come to me and say, "Man, I want to do this. Like, I really want to do this, Dad. I really love this." And we go do that shit. And it ain't no like, you gotta give me some time, or we can't do that right now. I want to be able to do that right now while their creative juices are flowing.
Yeah.
While I can grasp that moment. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of whys, bro. And then the 18 kids that I've lost, them is definitely part of my whys. Because I feel like, too, even though I didn't have control over their situations, I feel like if I got the right resources, I could save 18 more instead of lose them.
Deep. That's a deep message.
You said
You did a snap. No, we do the clock it.
what? No, I'm not. I'll never.
Well, I mean, you said, what the fuck is this? Okay. All right. So I got a couple of ending questions for you.
For sure.
Talking about legacy in your future, right? What would you go back and tell your 16-year-old self right now?
So 16 prior to my pops being
Prior.
Oh, shit. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hindsight, it sound like, but go to therapy. Because, like, 16-year-old me was still doing prison visits every weekend. You know what I'm saying? And not realizing that this shit really played. I had walked into Pendleton Prison to speak. But this is the same prison that I walked in to visit my pops, and I automatically was getting like flashbacks. Like I thought I was fucking tripping for a second. But everything that we go through plays a part in our mental, and I think we should definitely be open to therapy. But 16-year-old me is just focus. You know what I mean? Stay focused. Do what they're not willing to do as far as sports, and fuck what them people say who kind of talk down on me, because that shit used to play on my self-esteem like a mug.
Yeah.
How was that going to Cathedral?
It was traumatic in moments. When I first got there, I knew I didn't belong because I wasn't a rich kid. I felt that's how I felt. Then I realized that not everybody here is rich. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And even white families.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
nah, it's like they wasn't rich either. But being a black kid in that space, was scary because the way we reacted to shit at Addicts, I couldn't do the same thing at Cathedral. Like, I beat your ass if you said something stupid to me at Addicts. I can't beat your ass in this place because then I let everybody down. So it was a whole lot of pressure too. You know what I mean? But like, I found myself at Cathedral, and then it really helped me navigate how life is. Cathedral look a lot like life. Cathedral look like fucking Indiana.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Every flavor.
Right, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of everybody. Everybody
exactly.
doing theater over here. They doing this, they doing that. So it really prepped me for life. And how to navigate these spaces, but also knowing how fucking valuable black people are in every space. Like, we add value to everything. It don't matter how many of us are in there, how many of us are not in there. If it's only one, you super valuable and you gonna kick the door open. And that's how I look at everything now.
That kind of goes into Sinners a little bit too.
For sure.
It kind of goes into Sinners, and I really want to tap into that, but I mean,
What you mean? But what?
Sinners had a lot of hidden gems.
For sure.
Right?
For sure.
It had a lot of different aspects of what's his name? Ryan Coogler and Jordan Peele. They
Go ahead. I'm seeing where you going with this because
these two directors always have hidden agendas in their movies, right? So the hidden agendas that I kind of got from Sinners was, hold on, let me go to it. There was a few different ones, right?
Right.
So I'm just gonna read them what I wrote. All right. It celebrates black beauty outside of Hollywood norms.
Sure.
Right. So you know how old boy Michael B. Jordan the I wouldn't call her like a witch, like
The voodoo lady.
The voodoo lady.
For sure.
That's not like your normal Hollywood
Love story.
love story.
Yeah, for sure.
Based off of looks. She's not
Right.
your typical, oh well, she's beautiful type thing. You know what I mean? You don't get what I'm saying?
She was beautiful, but
You know what the fuck I'm trying to say.
right.
The second one is, hold on. Second one is that
I think I like that. But I see.
you get what I'm saying. So the second one is
I thought she was dope in there.
yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, absolutely.
Fuck.
The second one is the black woman is always going to be a savior. The black woman is always going to be the savior. You see how like when she died, they all scattered.
Yeah.
They left.
Yeah. Vampires. When that really had me.
I gotta go back and watch it.
Yeah, if you look at it, when
You
he,
seen it? What you said?
The real
I seen it
savior
twice.
is a black woman.
yeah, so
You
when he
said the real sinner is a black
The
woman?
real savior is a black woman.
So look, when he put the stake to her chest, all of them looked up because they didn't want her to die. So when he ended her being able to become a vampire by him stabbing her in her chest.
She was a key part.
Remember when she first did it, and when they made the stake, he said, "Ain't no fucking way I'm letting that happen." She said, "Listen to me. Make sure you do this." So she knew what was going
knew.
to happen. You know what I mean?
She
For
knew.
Sure. That shit was deep.
From what it says right here, it says, despite the chaos, it is a black woman who emerges as the more moral and spiritual compass of the film, a role that historically reflects an often unacknowledged labor of black women performed in real life.
You wrote that.
Did you check GBT that? Just a question. I'm just wondering because
Did you write
that was beautiful.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, I wrote it. Her character isn't superhuman, but deeply human, both vulnerable and powerful, which makes her impact all the more profound. In a cultural climate where black women are both over relied upon and under supported, her presence on screen feels both reflective and restorative.
Absolutely,
For sure.
I mean, bro, there's no other. Black women are the matriarchs of the world, in my opinion, or at least like it's nothing compared.
This one is a good one too. The vampires represent cultural appropriation.
What does that mean, D man?
Cultural appropriation, where people try to get into our culture. Culture vultures.
It's a lot to that too.
I think we piggyback. All right, a lot of people piggyback off of us. Obviously, number one fact, we are the trendsetter. We are the original
Exactly.
of everything.
Yeah.
We are the original.
We are.
I mean, anything after us, that's why we were slaves, because we was them niggas first. You see what I'm saying? So,
what it says is the film's central antagonists, vampires, can be interpreted as stand-ins for predatory systems that have
why
long
was they
profound.
white then?
They weren't. They were Irish.
White?
Hold on, but listen. No, listen. No, it sound like that, but when the Irish came to America, they got treated like niggas too.
Facts.
So that's how they tied that in. So if you remember when the vampire came up to him, he said he was really running into a trap. They was gonna kill y'all anyway. He was letting them know. That's why he said y'all can really come over here and fuck with us because it's sweet over here. But if y'all think that y'all about to stay here, dude just sold y'all this to fuck y'all over.
Regardless.
But I'm gonna spin the block and go kill them anyway because they Klansmen.
Yeah.
So he was showing that the thing he couldn't do is tap into the ancestors. That's what the guy with the voice. What was his name? Damn,
guy with the voice.
young dude. It's only one nigga.
Oh,
with voice.
the singer. The singer, yeah.
So what he was doing was he was tapping into the ancestors. The fucking vampire couldn't do that. That's why he said, "Man, I've been here too long. I miss my people."
And because he came, because the voice was the one that brought him in there to
and the
begin with.
guitar, right? You feel what I'm saying? So if you look at it, when he did his little shit, when he was freestyling and killed that little leg shit, he was destroying that shit. That shit was hard to motherfucker. It was just them.
Yeah.
Wasn't nobody coming out. But when dude did it, you saw all of the generations of music that black people did. Even you saw even the Chinese people or whatever they were. They came out too. So that's why, man, that shit deep.
That shit was crazy.
That shit was deep.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to, I gotta run that back.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go
Because
see.
I ain't gonna hold you. I fell asleep for a little bit of
He said the predatory systems that have profound that profited from black creativity while erasing its origins in music, fashion, language. Black innovation has been historically co-opted without credit or comprehension. Sinners doesn't make any profit overly, but systematically, but it symbolizes its sharp ideals.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, I fucked up a couple times, but you get what I'm saying. There's a couple more points, but
that motherfucker got you together, didn't it?
yeah, if I didn't write it, I can't read. But I'm just saying, there's hidden gems in so you got to look like you got to go see it twice. You look like you went to sleep a couple times.
All right, bro. Hey, there's no, bro. I did, and I bro, what? I was knocked out in that motherfucker,
That
bro.
motherfucker 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Come on, man. Give me a break here. And it was comfortable on that bitch.
All right.
But look,
All right.
don't go to. I went to go see IMAX.
We went to the
same
IMAX.
night,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
I went to the IMAX.
But I was pissed because there wasn't no butter for the popcorn or nothing.
They didn't have no hot dogs when I went today.
The popcorn was salty in the motherfucker,
You
bro.
thought it was salty?
Man, my blood pressure
Man,
was
I'm
through the
tripping.
roof.
Man, I was just missing some butter, man. Just didn't have enough butter on that motherfucker.
Here it is.
But
AG,
Sinners
man.
was dope, bro. Sinners was dope. It was dope.
Hey man, this has been one of the ones we've been brewing for a couple of years, man, and I'm finally happy we was able to get you in to talk to you, man. Obviously, there's so much more to you than what we got to today, but obviously, there's always time to come and fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to talk to a fellow big nigga. You know what I mean?
You know it.
It's always good
That's
to come to talk to you about that, man. Well, talk to you, man. Your story has inspired so many different people from so many different places, man. And again, we want to give you your flowers because you deserve them while you're here. You know what I mean? So,
And we feel you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro. You know, we always been cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, you on the other side, I'm on the west side. You
Yeah,
know,
for
so
sure.
it's just time to, you know, now for us to all to kind of come together.
Come together,
You
yeah,
know what I
exactly.
mean? Connect the dot.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And because we right now, like for the things that we're doing now, there's an older generation that been doing it.
100%.
You know what I mean?
For
And,
sure.
you know, it's on us to keep that shit going.
Yep.
And what you doing, bro, is beautiful, bro.
It is,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? With you and the crew, Q, all y'all niggas, bro, y'all doing y'all
Shout out to
thing,
Q,
bro.
man. Shout out to
Shout out to
You
Q.
know what I'm saying? And look, bro, I want in, bro.
Yeah,
We
no,
want
for sure.
in, bro.
For sure.
You
Let's
guys
do
got a
it.
beautiful,
You know what I mean? These
yeah.
fishing trips we could do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fathers, you know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I mean?
do it.
Like, you know, me and D-Mac, we down, bro. We like to, we here for the kids, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we do our little family, you know, Christmas thing at the end of the year, but yeah.
We
bro.
would like to tap in with more of the
Yeah, let's do it.
And
Now we
just
can
take
make it
over
happen.
the city, bro.
Yep.
Absolutely.
We got to divide and conquer, bro. That's the only way.
Yeah.
That's the only way, bro.
So shout out to the socials that everybody can look into the social. Not social, but Struggle Made Me, Struggle Made Us.
Yeah.
Where can they find all this stuff at?
So you can catch me at Instagram is Big Speaker AG or Struggle University. Struggle University on any platform, and then you can go to strugglemademe.co for the clothes. Strugglemadeus. Biz, I think that shit is. It's a lot.
We'll put it in there.
Yeah, put it in there.
We'll get it in
But
there.
yeah, just come rock with us, man. We constantly doing things. Give us some grace. We growing fast, so it's I got a small team. Shout out to my crew that we putting together to make this something that can last and go different places. So man, we working, man.
But yeah. So for me, D. LaFleur, to Breon, to Blair, to AG, man, to the team, man, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all, man. Thank y'all for listening to Bellies of Bullshit, man. This episode 143. Make sure y'all tune in for more Bellies of Bullshit. Hey, June 6th. Live show, Midwest League Studio, man. Make sure you guys come out. Make sure you guys get your tickets. It is going to be on and popping, man. We're going to have so many different things in store for you guys, man.
A whole lot of bullshit going on.
It took us 20 minutes to make the promo for it.
Yeah. Anyway,
But it was worth it, man. So make sure y'all tap in, get your tickets, man. This is AG, man. This is D-Mac. This
boy, they didn't. You didn't say that on our name. Man.